Hey guys, Shamar Brown here. Welcome to the Eagle Podcast Night Talks, episode number 16. Alright, and like I told you guys before, we're back. If you haven't checked out the previous podcast, definitely do so. The big three. Everybody's been talking about it. So if you haven't got a chance, like I said, definitely go check it out. And when you check it out, come back and listen to this one. All right. No, like I said, tonight is episode number 16, right? And the title of tonight's podcast is called Growth Season. Now, before I get into the topic, I wanted to lay some fun facts on you guys. Now, did you guys know that a season is actually 4 months? I don't know if you guys knew that, but a season, winter, summer, and I forgot what the next one is, but they say a season is normally 4 months, right? When I heard it, I was like, okay, I didn't know that. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, a season is 4 months, right? Now, the reason why I wanted to come on here to have a conversation with you guys about that is because, like it says, growth season. But before you get growth season, there has to be some form of preparation, right? There has to be some form of build up to that. Now, I know some of you guys might not be in your growth season right now, and I'm talking about myself especially as well too, right? Now, you might be going through some personal situation. You might be going through life. You might be struggling with school. You might be struggling with family. You might be struggling with work. Whatever it is, I just wanted to share some encouragement with you guys tonight to say, hey, that's just a part of the process. That's just a part of the process. If planes didn't have friction, we couldn't fly in a plane. I don't know if you guys know that. I'm sure some of you guys know that. But if that plane didn't have that tension in the air, we couldn't fly the plane, right? Same thing with cars. You get what I'm saying? If there's not a tension, we wouldn't have cars either. You get what I'm saying? So everything, there has to be some form of setback, some form of force. You get what I'm saying? And it's a part of life. It's a part of life. If what you're going through, because I think it was the other day I was talking to a friend of mine, and we were talking about life, and we were talking about certain situations, and the conversation went down the road when we were like, hey, could you imagine if that didn't happen to you? Do you think you'd have been the kind of person that you are right now? No. I think it was the other day I read something, and the guy said, in every seed of adversity, there's something greater or better. In every adversity, there is something better coming along. But if there's no adversity, nothing. You're not getting nothing. So that's how I would challenge you guys to start looking at circumstances. Okay, this is happening to me, but what's the seed of greatness, right? What's the seed of something better, right? That broke down, that stopped working. This person is doing this. Okay, but what's the blessing that's coming? Just focus on the blessing. Just focus on the growth. Because one thing I've learned in my journey is that God, He never leave anything on a negative. Never. And I remember reading somewhere before where it says that God never gives you more than you can bear. Now, the reason why you're going through what you're going through right now is because it's a part of your journey, right? You might hear some people say, okay, I went through this and I'm good. Yeah, that was their journey. Your journey is different. So never compare your journey to somebody else. Never do that. Never. All right? Because when you get blessed, you're going to get blessed differently from somebody else. All right? So never compare nobody. But like I said, growth. So like I said earlier, there has to be some form of preparation for that growth. Right? No, like I said, you're going to go through situations. You're going to go through challenges. You're going to go through setbacks. But as long as you have that positive outlook, because I forgot to say that, yes, in every adversity, there's a seed of greatness or a seed of greater benefit. only if the person is thinking positive or if they have a positive outlook. Because if you're going through stuff and you're negative about it, forget it. That blessing is not gonna come. All right, but if you're going through what you're going through and you're like, okay, this is what's happening, but let me just stay positive, let me just stay upbeat, because I know something good is gonna happen. All right, and as long as you hold on to that attitude, and I know it's hard. However, like I mentioned earlier, that's life. If you ask your mom and your dad right now, hey, did you go through stuff? They'll tell you, yeah, I went through this and that and this and that. Ask your next door neighbor, hey, did you go through stuff? Yeah, they'll tell you. I remember that they did this test not really a test, but an experiment where they say, hey, write down one major challenge that you're going through right now, and everybody in the room write it down, right? And then they fold up the paper and they say, hey, let's put it in this basket, and they shook it up, and they say, hey, take out the paper that you have. And literally the guy was like, you know what, just give me about my problem, give me about my challenge, because I don't want this guy's challenge. I don't want his problem. You get what I'm saying? So everybody's going through stuff. Everybody has been through stuff. But like I said, as long as you have that positive outlook, that positive mindset, that growth will come. Now, I'm about to wrap up, because like I said, I just came here to have a quick conversation with you guys and to give you guys some encouragement. Now, I came across this a few months back, and I like to read. I hope you guys like to read, because like I mentioned in the last podcast, the big tree, that you have to protect your mind, and one of the best way to protect your mind is by reading, right? So I read something the other day, and I want to share with you guys. So it says, the farmer and the laws of nature, right? The farmer has certain fixed duties to perform, such as preparing the soil. Yeah, right. We spoke about it. You're gonna prepare, right? The second thing is planting the seeds at the right season. All right, we spoke about this right season, because if you have to wait your turn, and that's why I said don't compare, because everybody has their season. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, at the right season, and keep the weeds out by keeping that positive attitude, because like I said, if you're negative, right, you're going through stuff and you're negative, it's not gonna happen for you. So you have to keep those weeds out. You have to keep those negative thoughts. You have to keep that negative attitude to the side, right? And it says, after his work is finished, from then on out, nature takes over, germinate the seeds, and develop it to maturity, and yields a crop. All right, and what that part means is that God is the law of nature, right? So once we do our part, once we go through what we have to go through, once we pay our price, because I know that was a classic podcast that I did a few years back, and like I said, guys, you could definitely check out the old podcast as well too, because I spoke about that, paying the price. So once you pay the price, God is gonna bless you. He's gonna bless you. All right. So just to wrap up, guys, go through your season of drought. All right. Go through your season of misfortune. Right. And just go through with a positive attitude, because the growth is coming. Because like I said, a season is 4 months. So of course you're gonna go through all the other seasons, and then boom, that growth season, that level up, that new job, finishing college, that degree, right? That husband, that wife, right? Whatever it is, whatever that growth season is for you. Because like I said, everybody's in a different phase in their life. But whatever that growth is for you, yeah, just do what you have to do, and just make it happen. All right. And like I said, guys, Eagle Podcast Night Talks, episode number 16, growth season. And like I said, guys, if you haven't checked out the other podcasts yet, definitely check them out. All right, definitely check them out because, like I said, I've been getting a lot of good feedbacks. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, if this podcast or if any of the old podcasts added any value to you, my challenge is to send it to at least 5 people. You get what I'm saying? 5 people. Hey, I heard this podcast. I thought about you. Boom. All right, that's my challenge to you because, like I said, the purpose of Eagle Podcast is to be able to help people, give them that positive outlook, and just help people to stay positive. Because, like I mentioned to you guys before, life is interesting. All right, but we have to be able to keep ourselves because you can't just go through life and just go through life like that. You wasn't made for that. You were made for greatness. You were made to live the life of your dream. You were made to do what you want to do. I know, after you reach a certain age, some people have the tendency to give up on their dreams, to give up on what they want to accomplish. But no, hold on to it. All right. And like I said, guys, Eagle Podcast, Night Talks, we're back. And yeah, guys, see you guys next week. All right. Good night, guys.